Hey guys, it's Toby Hampson from 46RC. I wanted to do a quick video to talk about a different race format that we did at the end of 2018. We called it our high stakes club race. It's basically a club race but with a unique race format that I actually adapted it based on a Facebook Live that Zach Rogers did a few months back. I talked to Zach about adapting something he talked about doing for indoor 10 scale, and we kind of came up with this approach. So I'm just going to walk you through it. Hopefully it'll give you guys maybe some ideas if you want to try it out. It actually worked out pretty nicely. So the basic format was I'm going to select that event here in Livetime and really just show you how to set it up. It's not really super complicated. It sounds harder than it actually is, to be honest. So in Livetime, you're going to obviously just create your event as usual. You can just duplicate a previous event, but some things you want to pay attention to in the event definition is you're just going to do traditional IFMAR seeding for round one. But what we want to do, and what's unique about this event format, is we do double all mains. So you can do one round of qualifying, then you go straight to mains, and it can be double mains for everybody. So the C mains, the B mains, the A mains are all going to be double. So it actually works out that if you don't qualify well and you're an A main guy, then you're going to be racing 6 races, and you're going to have to bump up to get to that A main or those double A mains. If you're just an intermediate guy and you're in the C main, you're still going to get 2 mains. So the best part about this is 2/3 of the evening you're going to be doing heads-up racing, which really is a lot more fun than just racing the clock. So with that in mind, we talk about these main settings here. So I wanted to actually have everybody run both of their mains. So and then take the combined result of your double mains to just to basically decide the finishing order, or also to define who is going to bump up. So the track, Critters Raceway, accommodates basically 8 cars comfortably on the track. We don't really do mains with any more, otherwise it gets too hectic. It's not enough marshals, and gets way chaotic. So this format, we take 6 cars to each of the mains, except the lowest main. The lowest main can have more than 6. We could do 8 if we need to, but we take 6 directs to the upper mains, and then we take 2 bump ups. So this allows racers, if they have a crappy first main, then maybe they can turn it around for the second main. Gives them 1 of 2 chances to bump up. So this is really all you need to do in the event definition, is make sure you have this best combined position. There are other options here, but we want best combined. Alright, so then racers really have to focus on doing well in both of their races. If we go through now and look at more details about the event, we cancel the event settings. So we want to go look at the individual classes now and how they're set up. So on this specific event, 4-wheel drive modified buggy actually turned out to be the biggest class. We had racers down to a full C main. So the only interesting thing to look at on the class settings is the mains. So if we scroll down, we want to make sure that all of our mains are set to double and all the lower mains are set to double. Again, as I described, we're going to do 6 directs, and then we're going to do 2 bump ups. And all the mains are 5 minutes, so we don't have any longer mains for the A's guys. Everyone gets 5. That's just one way of simplifying the evening and not letting it run on all night long. So basically, you're going to go through all of your classes here and define those main settings to make sure they're all double mains, 6 drivers, 2 bump ups, or however many races, however many cars your track can accommodate. But fundamentally, we generally do 2, so make sure you allow for that. If we go through to actually look at how that actually panned out in the when it came to generating the rounds. So here's my round one as it happened. So you'll see we had 73 entries I think that night, which turned into 11 rounds. 4-drive short course, we tend to add more cars because the guys somehow like it. The crazier the better. So we allow more than 8 cars in that main. So if we go through and look at once we ran our one single round of IFMAR qualifying, we set up the mains. Now what this is going to show you is change it to the reorder screen. It's going to show you all of the mains. So if you see, we had 11 heats of qualifying, and then basically there's 11 or 22 mains. Okay, so from a evening duration standpoint, it actually wasn't any more time than what it would have been had we done 2 regular IFMAR qualifiers and a main. So we made sure that all of the A mains, all the A1s, and then all the A2s followed the same sequence. So that way the A main guys knew when they were up in A2 versus A1, i.e. 75 buggy. It was before 2-wheel drive mod in A1, and then same with A2. 75 buggy was in front of 2-wheel drive mod. The early part of the evening was just a little crazy because we had C main, and in order to figure out who the B mains were, these guys had to marshal race, and if they bumped, they were going to be racing again here and here. So it was a little hectic for the guys who were trying to get out of those lower mains. You know, some of the newer guys perhaps would just race C1 and C2, and then their evening was done. But overall, you know, it was a good vibe, and everyone had a good time, and there was a lot of really good racing. I think people appreciate the fact that they got some extra races if they were in the B. They actually had to race both their mains to get their final result. One thing that's useful to see here is if you go to the racing screen, and if we pull up the results of an A2, so let's just move through to the mains here, and then we click through to one of our A2, let's say A2 at 17.5 buggy. The racers might not necessarily know, you know, how they finished, but when you actually print out the results and put them on the screen, you'll actually show a nice summary at the bottom of the printout so that they can actually see what their results were. We'll scroll down here, page 2. Here you go. It's going to list your A1 and A2 results, and then how the results are basically to get points based on where they finish, and the tiebreaker being on time. And that way everyone could see, you know, if there was any misunderstanding about how they finished. And that's pretty much it. So again, it was a single round of IFMAR qualifying, double mains for everybody, 5-minute mains, 6 cars direct to the upper mains with 2 bump ups. Anyway, hope this video is of some use, and hit me up on Facebook or on this YouTube if you have any questions.